opponent. How difficult is it to attack Shep Poliev when you're down in the polls, there's open dissent in your caucus, some people are calling for the Prime Minister's head, so how difficult does that make your job?
So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need political change, but we also need to resolve to resist. Well, welcome back to another episode of Stand on Guard. I hope you enjoyed that opening clip. That was our Environment and Climate Change Minister, the very feeble Guilbeault. And you can see exactly how incompetent that man is when he doesn't have a script in front of him. My God, it's embarrassing to watch. He just is so used to softball questions from the compliant press corps in Ottawa that when he gets faced with some really tough questions by some independent media, and my old friend Julie Van Dusen was there from CPAC, and she does ask tough questions, always has, and I admire that about Julie. She was always a tough journalist. Didn't matter who was in power. She always asked tough questions. That's what journalists should do. But Guilbeault is so hopeless, so pathetic as a minister that he just fell apart during this news conference. And what did the Joker do? He goes to Quebec City and crashes the Conservative Party convention because he says, well, they should have liberal observers here. Well, no, they don't have to have liberal observers there. Why would they? Why should they? Yeah, they've done it in the past. Then it doesn't mean they have to do it now. Why would you want liberal observers there nattering about it in the background, talking to the media about how the Conservative Party is so far right, it can't win the next election. It's going to have to move to the center. It's going to have to moderate its policies. And that Poliev is scary. So Guilbeault decides to go to the convention himself and present himself. Disaster, folks. Absolute disaster. He showed exactly how bad he is when he doesn't, as I say, have a script.